Dear students, today we will see the way how we can execute the conditional statements which we learned last class, that is different forms of if statement in Python programming, how we can make use. We'll see one by one example such a way that we'll be able to understand how we can execute through the Python interpreter as well as that is interactive mode as well as script mode. First you can import the modules which you wanted, but here basic examples doesn't require to import the modules. You just go through directly. If you want it, you can make use such a way that each example. So textbook, one of the example which it was given, age equal to int of input of enter your age. Okay, so once you execute this statement, which will ask you age, okay, then you can check the condition. If age greater than or equal to 18, then print the message, print of you are eligible to vote, you are eligible to vote. Okay, you can see that clearly the way how you can execute. So first we created one variable. That variable which asks you, we are reading the input value and then we are checking the condition. You can see if the condition, if age is the variable which we took and greater than or equal to 18. So here parenthesis, if you want it you can make use, or else it's not mandatory, and followed by semicolon must, semicolon must, then print followed once you enter, then which will ask you the block of statements. That is what which we learned, a compound statement. That is what which we call it as block. If block, inside the block, so here we won't use any curly braces like other programming languages, which takes the indent, tab indent, 4 character space. And once you write the statements, then when you click enter button 2 times, it will come back in interactive mode when you are working. Okay, so you are eligible to vote. You can see clearly condition becomes true such a way that you will get as an output. Okay, so same thing which you can execute in script mode also. Let's see, instead of writing multiple statements one by one, you just, sorry, you want to create, click new file, then age equal to int of input of enter your age. Okay, then check the condition. If age greater than or equal to 18, then semicolon must to specify the block, then print you are eligible to vote. Okay, like this we can write it multiple statements. Then so this is outside the if block. You are not eligible to vote. Okay, so here this is the if condition which we are checking, simple if condition. So only one statement which we wrote within the if block. Now you save it and execute this. Save as, if dot py. Choose the accessible location of your compiler where it is accessible to execute. If you have multiple users in your computer, then which will ask such a way that file name program is already exist. Then let's see if one. Okay, now we created an application where we want to check whether the person is eligible to vote or not. We took variable called age and we are reading the input value. Now just click run module, which will ask you give the input 18. Yes, you are eligible to vote and you are not eligible to vote. See here what happens here, the program which we have written, so both the statements are executing. Both the statements are executing. So whatever statement which you write, so such a way that which will take that. Okay. Suppose if you execute again, let's see what happens. Other than the condition value if you give, so you are not eligible to vote. Okay. So if block statement will not be executed when condition becomes false. Condition becomes true, followed by statement will be executed. This is outside the if block. Okay, but there is no specific way which we haven't specified simple if form. That's why that statement also executed, because it is a print statement. The moment when condition becomes false, so in this case, then you see directly that outside if block, whatever print statement which you have written will be able to view as an output. Okay, so now we'll proceed with multiple examples how we can execute. Let's see another example. So I'll put it this into comment. Now I'll take one more example. Okay, run module. 3 is a positive number. This is always printed. Now what we took here, another example. So num equal to 3, and if num greater than 0, then print. So 3 is a positive number. Same way followed by print statement. This is always executed because here, so this is the general print statement automatically which will execute. Okay, now suppose if you give here negative number. Okay, now save it and execute. So this is always printed. So according to that, we haven't specified a if block condition. Okay, if condition becomes false, we didn't specify here anything. Okay, so that is how which you can check it out such a way that simple if condition, simple if condition which you can execute. Same way, we want to execute all together. Let's see multiple conditions. Now see, in this case, first we are checking positive number. According to that, we will print the message, and then which you will see another number which we took. Okay, so this is a again is positive number or not, such a way that so you save it, you execute. Now let's see this time how what happens. So 3 is positive number. This is always printed. This is also always printed. Okay. So like that, which you can proceed with multiple examples. Okay. Now we'll take it as, now just we saw only simple if statement. If else statement how we can make use. If else statement how we can make use. We'll put this again comment, or we'll just replace this text with another program. Hash, this should be a comment. Okay, so num which we have taken, and then which we are checking with num greater than or equal to 0, positive or 0, else negative number. Okay, first number which you have taken, positive number, then execute it, then check the condition. So positive or 0. Okay, suppose if you want to print that number, yes, you can print that number, then you can see that if it is a positive number, so number will be printed. Let's see. Okay, 3 positive. Okay, so that such a way that which you can write your statements. Suppose if you make use, so put it this in comment and remove this comment, negative number this time you use, then you will see else block will be executed. Okay, so far which we executed, if condition becomes true, then this statement will execute, positive or 0, whatever which we have specified, print statement. If this condition becomes false, okay, then this else block, whatever we write, that statement will be executed as an output. Now this time see, num equal to -5, so -5 greater than or equal to 0, which becomes false, which should comes here else part, we should get negative number. Let's see, we'll get it or not. Execute, go to run module. Yes, we got it, the output negative number. Okay, so that is how which you can check the condition, if else block. Okay, if else, simple if form is a example. Same way, if else, if condition becomes false, then else part, the way how you can execute, so same manner which will proceed with else if condition. Let's see. Now we'll be proceeding with else if condition. So if you want it, you can put this in the comment, complete application. Okay, now this one put it in comment. In this program, we check if the number is positive or negative or 0 and display an appropriate message. First, we took the float value num equal to, and we will check the condition here. If num greater than 0, then print the positive number. If number is greater than 0, print the positive number. Elif, which means else condition along with if condition. Else part with including if condition. Okay, so num double equal to 0, if condition becomes true, then print 0, print 0. Same way else block. Okay, if this is false and this condition within the else block also false, then comes to here negative part. Okay, so this else block statement will be executed. We'll see first num, this one we will execute, then we'll see we should get the positive number the first time. Save it our application, go to run module. Yes, positive number which we got as an output. Now same way, now this num value, put it in comment. Instead of that, we want to pass now num equal to 0. Save the application. Now again which will check the condition, num greater than 0, which becomes a false, comes to here elif condition, num double equal to 0 s, which is true, then which will print the message 0. Let's see output. Go to run module. Yes, we got the output 0. Okay, so such a way that if elif condition, the way how you can make use when you write an application. Okay, now this time again we'll make it changes. Now we'll go for negative number. First we saw the positive number, then we saw the 0, and then negative number. Now save the application. Whenever you make a changes in your application, you must save your application, then only it works fine. Now first condition checks if num greater than 0 false, comes to this this block, and which checks the num double equal to 0, and this is also false, then comes here else part, and else part whatever we specified, that print statement will be executed. So now the value which we assigned num variable is minus 4.5, which is the negative number. Now we should get output as negative number. Let's see, execute, and we'll see the output. Yes, negative number which we got, the negative number. So that is how which you can work with simple if condition which we saw. Same way, if and else condition which we saw, and third type is if, elif, else condition, that is else if ladder which we call it as. Now we'll proceed with another example, the way how we can make use nested condition. Okay, nested condition, Python nested example. Same way, this put it in comment. In this program we input a number, check if the number is positive or negative or 0, and display an appropriate message. This time we use nested if statement. Nested if statement, you can see clearly, first we are reading the input value from the user, and which we are converting that input into float value. You can see clearly, this is the statement which asks you to give the input through the keyboard, and which will assign that value to number, and we'll check the nested condition within the condition. That is what which we call it as nested condition. So if num greater than or equal to 0, if it is true, then gets into the if block. If block, again there is a condition which we are checking, num double equal to 0, then this condition also becomes true, then this will be the output. Okay, so the num first condition true, then gets into the inner condition also becomes true, then prints the 0. Suppose first condition is true, greater than or equal to 0, then second condition becomes false, inner condition becomes false, then comes to this block, and which will print the positive number, Suppose first condition itself becomes false, outer condition itself becomes false, then you can see this else part will be executed as an output. Now we'll save the application and we'll run it, then we'll come to know each one. First time you execute greater than 0, okay, see the output, then first give the 0, then next give the greater than 0, then give the negative number, all three kinds of input which you pass, then you see the output of different time. Go to run module. Okay, first give the number 0. Now we should get the both the conditions will become true now, and which will get 0 as an output. 0, you can see clearly. Now suppose again if you execute, go to run module. Now this time you give the greater than 0, that is 0 greater than positive number. Now positive number, so outer condition true, inner condition becomes that statement will go to the else part. So now in this case we gave the 1 as input, and which will assign to the num variable. So 1 greater than 0, if 1 greater than 0 true, and which comes to the this condition here 1 double equal to 0, which is a false, comes to here and which will print the positive number. That is why we got as an output positive number. Now we will give the input now negative number. Let's see the output. Go to run module, which asks input, okay, negative number. Now check this time. So we gave the input -1 num, which means if -1 greater than 0, false, and comes directly from here to this condition to this else part, and this block which we specified the statement, that one will be executed. That is why which we got as an output negative number. We can see output negative number. First time we gave the 0, both the conditions became true followed by statement executed. Second time which we gave 1, that is greater than 0, and inner condition becomes false, and else part of inner condition got displayed as an output. And another input, third type of input which we gave negative number, first condition itself becomes false, and which comes that particular if condition else part which we specified the statement negative number. Okay, so now we'll proceed with another example. There is another like boolean value type which you can see. Example, how we can make use boolean value. Okay, now this is the example which we are going to execute. So we took one variable which we assigned flag equal to true boolean value. We know the boolean values either true or false. Now we are checking the condition if the variable, okay, if flag, so you need to check here again double equal to true, like that, like this also directly which you can do when it comes to the boolean values. If flag and semicolon must be there because if is a block, okay, and we wrote here same level of print statements which we see. All these are indented statements. Based on this if condition, all these statements will be executed. All three different statements which we wrote to print a message. Okay, if this is true, then we'll get the output. Suppose if it is false, okay, then which will not be executed these statements. That also you can see. So we'll make it again in same manner. Or first we'll execute this. Let's see. Then we'll go for second time. Go to run module. Welcome to Python classes. Condition became true and followed by statements which will get as an output. All three statements will be executed. Suppose if you specify this as false, okay, now this time you will not get any output because condition is false. For that false we didn't specify here anything, like earlier which we saw the example. First age which we checked, simple if statement, we will not have. If condition becomes false, nothing to display. If condition becomes true, only we specified the statement. If you want to have false condition also output, then according to that which you need to go for another form of if statement, that is if else, which we saw. Another one is like checking the number is positive or negative number. Okay, now this time execute, you will not get any output. Let's see. So nothing to display here because we haven't specified the else block of this if condition. That is why we will not get any output here. Okay, now we come to know the way how we can use the boolean values also. Let's see another example if it is there. We checked that. Now let's see another type of example for if else condition. Even or odd number example. Okay, even or odd number. Take a new file, take a program. This one, close it. Okay. So now we are checking the even or odd number program. So first num equal to some value which we assign 22. If num modulus 2, this is the modulus symbol, 2 double equal to 0, then which becomes even number or else odd number. So number divided modulus 2, okay, so double equal to 0, okay. So modulus when you apply, then you will get the result as remainder. That remainder becomes 0, which means is nothing but even number. That remainder not equal to 0, then that number, given number is odd number, okay. So instead of this, we can make it as dynamic application, that is int of input of enter any integer number, okay, any integer number. Now which will ask you to give the input through keyboard. Now save your file, go to file, save as even odd program, okay. Now we saved the application, go to run, click run module, which will ask you input, okay. Give the input, like for example 10, even number. Same way, execute now again. Now this time you should give 3, odd number, okay. You can see clearly the output, 3 is odd number, 10 is even number. Same way you can execute multiple times, okay, which will ask you for example 101, odd number. Same way which you can execute again, even number. So that is how even or odd number which you can check. The condition is here which we placed. If num modulus operator 2 with 2 which we are dividing that particular number, and if that remainder value gives 0, then we can say that if it completely divisible than a given number with the 2, then which we call it as even number. If number is not completely divisible with 2, then which we call it as odd number, okay. So that is what mathematics which we learned, even or odd number, okay, calculation. Now we'll proceed with another example. Let's see. So elif condition, which you can see now. This one will put it in comment. Take it an example. Num will read the number. Okay. If num condition, you can see first condition which we are checking, multiple conditions. Elif condition, that is what if else ladder, which we call it as a third type of if form of statement. If 9 less than num less than double line, okay, single digit and double digit, okay. In between that, if you get the number 2-digit number, elif, okay. So double digit number and triple digit number which we are checking with condition, 3-digit number. In between, if you get it, that particular number is 99 is less than num and num is less than 999, such a way that, okay. Now we'll see the way how we'll get this particular output, okay. So 2-digit, 3-digit and 4-digit number which we are checking, and if it is 1-digit number, this if condition itself which comes directly to this else part, if you give the single digit number, and which will print number is Okay, so less than or equal to 9 or greater than or equal to triple nine. Either if you give single digit comes here in this part, or if you give the 5-digit number, then which comes again this else part. First condition becomes false. Okay, directly which will come like this. Each one else block which we checked one by one, you can see. Save the application, go to run module, give the number. For example, if I give 5, okay, so direct else part, last else part, number is less than or equal to 9 or greater than or equal to, so triple nine, double nine double nine. Same way, this time you execute and give the 2-digit number. Go to run module. Now give the 2-digit number, for example 11. So given input is 2-digit number. We will see the output. Okay, 2-digit number. So now first the number which we gave, 2-digit number, we checks if, okay, so 9 less than num and less than 99, which is true, and followed by statement will be executed. This will be executed, then which comes out of the condition. Okay, now this time we will give the 3-digit number. 3-digit number which you can give. So yes, you will see the output as 3-digit number. Okay, now this time you will see first condition checks the number which we gave, 3-digit number. Okay, so 9 less than num and less than double nine, this condition becomes false, and here which comes elif. Okay, and here we checks again double nine less than num less than triple nine. Okay, so now which condition becomes true, then you will get the output as 3-digit number. Same way, now this time you will give the 4-digit number. 4-digit number which you can give, for example 333. Yes, 4-digit number. Okay, we will get as an output. So now first is the condition becomes false, comes to second elif condition, this also becomes false, then comes to this elif condition. So elif, so triple nine less than num less than double nine double nine. So this condition is true, then you will get the output as 4-digit number. Okay, now this time you give the 5-digit number and then check the application. 5-digit number. Okay, so number is less than or equal to 9 or greater than or equal to double nine double nine. Okay, so last else part which will get as an output, which will get as an output. Like see else if ladder, the way how we can make use the condition continuation, if elif, again checking the condition. If that becomes true, followed by statement, else again we are checking the if condition. That's why we will call it as this type of syntax, if else ladder. If else ladder. Another example which you can see, this also can put it in comment. We will proceeding with another example for same else if ladder. Okay, so here we will make use again to read the input. We want it to read, as we can read the input. This one put it in comment. Yes. Now we are giving the number that we are assigning to I. If I double equal, here parenthesis is optional, but semicolon must be there after the header, condition header. This complete which we call it as if condition header, followed by colon, then block of statements which you want to execute for that particular condition. if I equal to 10, then I is 10, which you can specify I value also here. Okay, same way, if I equal to 15, then you can say I is 15. Okay, same way we can say I equal to 20, which you can say I is 20. So here what happens, if this condition becomes true, this statement will execute. Okay, if this condition becomes false, then comes to this condition, elif condition, which says if this condition is true, then this statement will execute. If this condition also false, then comes to here third condition, which checks if this condition is true, and which will be executed this statement. If this condition also false, then comes to last else part. Okay, I is not present. So here this condition false, this condition also false, this condition also false, which means last else part will be executed. Okay, let's see now how we can check with this particular one. 10, 15, 20 is the statements which we checked. Based on that, we will give the input such a way that we will execute all the time. First give the 10, execute. So 10, I is 10. Next time you give the 15. Now we got the output as this statement. Now same way, execute again, go to run module, give this time 15. Yes, 15 is 15. Okay, 15, I is 15. Now same way, this statement is true now. First is false, second one is true. We got the output this. Now go to run, execute. Now give the third type of input, 20. Now see, 20 is the output. So now we gave the input 20. This becomes false, and this also became false, and this became true, and we got the output this. Now this time you give other than those three numbers, any other number, then check it. For example, 2. Okay, now last else part print statement which you got, I is not present. Okay, so that is how else if ladder which you can make use, else if ladder which you can make use within your application to work with Python program, to work with Python programs. Same way, so you can execute whatever examples which they were specified in textbook, all the decision making, if statement, if else statement, they were given some examples in textbook. All those examples which you can execute and you can practice it to learn the way how you can make use different forms of if statement. First one is simple, just only if condition checking. If it is true, followed by statement executes. If it is false, then there is no output. Then if you want to have for false condition also as an output, then we are moving another form of if condition which you can make use, if else, which we call it as. If condition becomes true followed by statement, condition becomes false, else part will be executed. Okay, suppose if you want to check if condition becomes false and else part also which you want to check the condition, then which we call it as that type of format of syntax, if else ladder, if else ladder, elif condition. Okay, such a way that which you can make use. Okay, same way if you want to check the nested condition, one condition true and immediately next another condition also which you want to check, that type of syntax of if condition which we call it as nested if conditions. Okay, nested if conditions, all these which you can execute examples, textbook examples, and you can practice and you can learn the concept the way how you can work with Python if conditions, decision making statements. We'll continue with another concept, another class. Thank you.